Welcome back. We are on track number 5. All sins lead to glory. Let's get at it. I gotta admit, this is a pretty good part right here. Ooh, we got the creepy choir going on in that background. I need some light here. Need some better light. There we go. How about that? Need some light to fend off these evil spirits.
To read his mind from the past, from the error and ignorance that possessed his whims. Those were inspired by a silly mob.
I'm gonna pause it. Okay, we're gonna rewind this. I'm gonna list this passage. This band is very, very, very biblical in reading these passages. And he even quoted these as passages, talking, basically just explaining passages. It's just passages upon passages. This band is the first black metal band that I've listened to that does these passages in the middle of their songs.
He watched
Man, this is some creepy shit, man.
To place the diadem upon his deathly corpse, soon to be enthroned, lies and trumpets and chaos, favorite course. As nations unknowingly been driven to a sinful course.
I'm gonna pause it there. We're gonna go up to that passage. So step into the black apples orchard, bare thy skin and what lies within. Forsake all perceptions and let us begin. He who enters blindfolded, august. Your name shall not be first or last. If survived, this you will, proven fervor and zeal. Emerge with our dark and beautiful skill. All senses serve a sacred purpose. All your lust leads to sins. All your sins lead to glory. I would be placed at the hands of beast, or conquer thyself and dwell amongst kings. As you are redeemed from darkness to light, as your conscience grabs the inner fight, lay your eyes on the powers that be in his name, and yet you don't know who he is. Not the names recently installed, not the tales eagerly foretold. 'Tis the morning of a new dawn. 10,000 years means nothing, and now are gone. Faith no longer waits. Now comes the day, the age to open the hellish gates, and let the spirits celebrate. What uncounted voices. Now this passage. He watched the light of the black stars seen in the orchard, aspiring to rid his mind from the past, from the air and ignorance that possessed his whims, those that were inspired by a silly mob in their sleeping existence. He could hear the flying chariots from a distance, riding infinity, to be for his aid and assistance, to place the diadem, which is a crown. A diadem is known as a crown. To place the diadem upon his deathly corpse, soon to be enthroned. Lyres and trumpets sang chaos, favorite course, as nations unknowingly have been driven to a sinful course. That really has me thinking, what if the God that we worship is really not the God we should worship? It's wondering, it's basically throwing all the Christianity in the garbage and saying that it's not the right way. And that's probably what causes atheism and causes agnosticism and Satanism to dwell within this earth. What if Satan was the good God and God was Satan? He is the master of all deception, after all. But at the same time, there are books in the Bible that were taken out. They were taken out for a good reason, because they were the book of Enoch. The book of Enoch tells the story of the giants in Israel that wandered, the Nephilim, children of angels and humans together. Angels, fallen angels that were cast down from heaven, had children with humans. It was forbidden, and it was taken out of the Bible. Once again, I'm gonna have to cleanse myself after listening to this. creepy band, brother. Man, this is creepy shit. Woo! Gonna go into that pirate kind of pretty creepy music, man. I ain't gonna lie. Definitely gonna have to pray after listening to this stuff. Alright guys, I was looking at the rest of these lyrics. A different moon died when the sun ariseth. A different tune heard when her new servant forgiveth. And feathers shall be a burden upon the upright man. As storms of metal swallowed his world. In my darkest hour I wish to see a ray of light that shines upon me as my dreams are slaughtered like sheep. I cannot breathe this anymore and I cannot let it live. Brother rose against brother. Cain and Abel. The wheel turned into the mud. The chalice was filled with blood as lions stood idle in the flood. The animals that were left behind whenever Noah's flood happened. As the hastened scholar learned, Noah, all paths were shown, all choices were thrown on the divine throne, yet all sins lead to glory. I am wiping your blood from my hands today so you cannot say the philosophers didn't convey. Clarity in its pure form amidst the crying of the golden horn. If I am never to see or speak again, I have said what needed to be said, now in clear eyes free to see, however dark, mystic, and majestic, knowledge. Really delving into the Bible is lying to us. Really. I don't know how to put it. I don't know how to see this. I really don't. I can't, man. As a Christian, I cannot lose my faith in Jesus Christ because he has done so much for me in my life. And I don't wish to give up my faith. This is very black and dark music. The lyrics are very intelligent lyrics. Let's say that. This is a little bit too much for me. Unfortunately, I have to continue this album. As much as I don't want to, because it's really blackening my way of thinking about Jesus and God. I'm going to pray now after this video and make sure that I can keep his faith close with me. No offense to you, Minotaurs. I know you want me to get into black metal and stuff. But I really don't think that this stuff is for me. I love my cyber metal. I love my industrial. I cannot get into this black metal stuff. It's very dark. The lyrics are very creative, very, very intelligent, very smart lyrics. At the same time, it's very dark, very putting me in a bad place right now. I really think I'm going to take a break. I'll look at the rest of these tomorrow. We'll see you guys at the next track. The next track will be called The Jester's Demise. Peace.